Who would have thought that this is May? It's 54 degrees this morning. That's crazy. This is Florida. It's supposed to be warm here. Now, I have no misconceptions. It's probably going to get hot today because that's the way it works in Florida. If you don't like the weather, wait a little while, it will change. And I suspect it's going to get hot today. But we're headed back over to the $6,000 house, and we're probably going to work on the soffits. We've got to finish up the framing on the inside for the walls so we can do electrical and plumbing. But I got plenty to do, plenty to keep busy. So stay tuned. All right, we're back. We're getting ready to get started here. We're going to go ahead and do our soffits. We've got, we did the soffits over here last time, and so today we're going to be working on all the soffits going on around the house. It's not really a exciting job, but it makes it look better, so we're getting ready to get started. All right, we're going to be putting soffit up along here, and when the soffit comes along here, this is hanging down a little bit too low here, so we're going to cut them off, and then we're going to run our J-trim all the way around this entire section here so we can tie our soffit in. We're going to go ahead and put a ceiling light here, so I went ahead and put this blocking in, and then later I'll just fish a wire over to it. But I wanted to get the block in before I put my soffit up. I hope you can see exactly what I had in mind when we did this porch and how it turned out. This is what I had in mind here, with having no posts and no exposed beam. And so it just kind of looks like it sticks out over the edge of the house. But we got a good portion of the soffits put up all along the front of the house, under the entry, over the porch. Our front gable over the master bath. We're still gonna have to come back and bend some metal for these bird boxes. Got them on the front of the house and each place where there's a gable. But it's coming together. We still have to get the back and the other gable on the other end. And then our lap siding will just go right up and follow this angle. And with that, we're going to call it a wrap. It's hot. I told you this morning it was going to be, or it was cold, and that was going to warm up, and it did. It's 84, so I'm hot, thirsty, head's starting to throb a little bit. And true to form, I didn't get much sleep last night. Most of it self-inflicted, though. That's the way it goes. But unfortunately, in life, nobody's just going to go and just hand you something, or at least most people aren't in that situation where somebody's just going to come up and hand them something and say, hey, here you go. You've got to put out some effort. Sometimes you've got to put out a lot of effort. And sometimes things seems like the effort's not worth it. But I assure you, this effort is worth it. The concept that I have is to continue to work finding these cheap properties and rehabbing them into rental properties. I look at every one as an additional $12,000 a year pay raise. Each year that I build another one or remodel another one, I can add $12,000 to my bottom line income. Of course, I spend a lot of it on the rehabs themselves, so at least early on right now, it doesn't seem like it's paying off, but it is. In the big scheme of things, it's like one house is it's a nice little secondary income. It's not going to make you rich. It's not going to fulfill your lifelong dreams. Two houses seems like double the income, but doesn't always work out that way, because you've got one with a renter in it, one moves out, you're always dealing with vacancies. That sweet spot where you go from not being able to rely on your income from rental property to generating an income that is sustainable is number 3. That's the goal, or should be the goal, at least the initial goal, for anybody who wants to get into rental properties. And if you can do what I'm doing and rehab the properties yourself, you can save a tremendous amount. You can save a tremendous amount of money. I know there are other channels out there that are basically doing the same thing, and not one of them, I don't think, would tell you that it's not worth it. So you know, if this is the kind of thing that you'd be interested in, I'd be happy to give you some pointers. You know, if you want to leave a question in the comments, or just leave a comment telling me, you know, how, you know, I put the soffit on backwards, or I should have wore gloves, or where's my eye protection, or, you know, ear protection. And all that is valid, but I'm stubborn and I'm an old fart, so who knows, maybe one day I will, or not. But I'd love to hear from you, and I'll respond to all the questions and comments that I can. And with that, we're going to say goodbye, and